On a rainy night, Nahian and I decided to hang out at the most happening hangout place in Pokhara, Busy Bee Cafe. It's a complete beehive, buzzing with life and activities. Colorful fairy lights and balloons, live music, sports channel playing on a large projector screen, young crowd of people laughing, mingling and dancing. There is no way anyone can miss the energy. It has a seating capacity of around 200. The center area is brightly lit and is connected to the dance floor, the bar, pool tables and the entrance gate. If you walk a little deeper into the cafe and further away from the noise, you'll find dimly lit seating arrangement for quite romantic dates as well. There is another floor up the stairs guarded by these mean-looking dogs and an outdoor seating space among nature, which I would have never found if I hadn't had to use their very well-maintained washroom. Also, the thing over there is called a beer tap. I didn't know that until I googled it. Considering the ambience of the place, the items in the menu seemed fairly priced. They have a lot of items in the menu. Nahian started off with ordering the weirdest name from the appetizer section, which was served hot within 10 minutes. It's called Hansko Choila Duck. It's basically tiny pieces of duck meat heavily seasoned with strong spices and sprinkled with garlic. It was served with toothpicks, which seemed a little strange until I had the first piece. The spice was so strong that I could not tell if it was Bangladeshi spice or Indian spice or Nepali spice. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't have been able to tell if it was duck or chicken or beef if I hadn't known the name of the dish early on. The spice was just so strong. Nonetheless, we loved it because somehow in the cold night of midwinter, the spices warmed me up quite well. Next, we ordered some drinks, starting off with hot lemon with honey. This drink tastes exactly like its name. It's hot, it's lemony, and there is honey. This was the first time I tried caramel honey latte. It looked like a regular latte with a thin layer of honey at the bottom. The bitter coffee, the bland milk, the caramel syrup, and sweet honey exploded in my mouth like fireworks on New Year's Eve. On the same round, we had also ordered chicken sizzler with vegetable noodles topped with mushroom garlic sauce. The well-marinated, cheesy, juicy, and buttery chicken was the star of the show. The noodles and the vegetables were a bit bland and they tasted good only when you had it with the chicken. We liked the dish so much that Nahian and I had a little spoon fight over the last few bites and we scooped the plate completely dry. After a few minutes of rest, we decided to humiliate ourselves at the pool table. Let me assure you that we are perfectly normal and able human beings and our skills in the game of billiard does not reflect our level of intellect. We are not mentally or physically handicapped in any way. We do not owe you any form of explanation on why it took us 30 minutes to pot 2 balls and in one of them we almost lost the cue ball. There was a shot I made where the cue ball passed through the cluster of balls and hit absolutely nothing. Before we attracted a crowd who could have easily confused this game to a comedy show, we decided to abandon it midway, return to our non-judgmental table of the cafe. Finally, we ordered a large Busy Bee mixed pizza and a shisha. As I plowed through the thin, crunchy crust with these juicy and cheesy fillers with a generous amount of chicken and beef, I realized that stress eating is real. The occasional capsicum and jalapeno helped us a lot to forget those cringe moments of self-humiliation. What also helped us with our recovery was this underperforming shisha. I can't recall which flavor we ordered, but this small shisha with magic coals was just not cut out for us. We didn't get to taste much of the flavor since a single magic coal is not strong enough to cook through the flavor. Before we can think of more ways to humiliate ourselves, we decided to call it a night. At 12:30, we left this cafe with a delicious aftertaste in our mouth, memories to laugh at in near future, and a satisfied heart that had me leaving a 5-star review on their Facebook page. Thank you, Busy Bee Cafe, for the wonderful memories.